I'm not gonna lie guys, Ross and Burlington have slowed down when it comes to finding footy gear, but we're still out there looking. Here's what we found over the last few weeks. At one of the Burlingtons that we hit up, we found this Manchester City home shirt, and guys, it was a long sleeve, and if you know me, I'm a sucker for long sleeve jerseys, although we did end up leaving it. And I'm also a sucker for MLS shirts, and here at this Ross, we found quite a few, and some that were my size, like the New York City and the St. Louis shirts, all my size, but I ended up leaving them because I'm trying to save some money. Then over at a TJ Maxx, we found the Bruce Lee Seattle Sounders shirt on clearance for $24, all three in a size large. I'll admit that if this was my size, I might have spent the money on that one. Same with this Brazil shirt. I have a few Brazil shirts, and this is one that I don't have, and I actually like it, but I ended up leaving it because it wasn't my size. Then over in the women's section, we did find this Mexico shirt as well as this Australian jersey, although they're all really large women's sizes, and I just did not feel like picking them up. At a different Burlington though, we found some shirts that I've not seen before on TikTok or even out in the wild myself, particularly this France shirt. I love that shirt, but it was a men's small and we ended up leaving it. Then in the women's section of another store, we found a couple US women's national team shirts and a t-shirt with Rodman on the back. It's pretty cool to see. And then over in the shoes, we found these Total 90 indoors. I actually found these in a few sizes. These are a small size 4, but I also found them in a 7 and a 9. We left those, and then we found these Pumas. Now, Pumas are everywhere. I see Pumas all the time, but this was a new colorway for me, and I actually really liked these, but they wanted like $43 for them, so we ended up leaving them. And then most recently, we found these Crazy Fast Pros. These are the firm grounds. I wish they were the Elites. I would have picked them up if they had been the Elites, but we ended up leaving them for somebody to find. So as you guys can see, we're still finding some things, but like I said earlier, this was over the course of a few weeks, and so it's definitely slowed down a little bit. Hopefully you guys are still out hunting, and hopefully you guys are still finding things. Let me know in the comments down below, what's the best thing you found so far at Ross and Burlington?